Hey there, Cowboys fan. We need to talk about the state of our team right now. We started this season with so much hope, but now we're sitting at a disappointing 3-6 record, and honestly, it's hard to ignore the writing on the wall. Those crushing losses, especially the blowout to the Eagles, have left us feeling frustrated and hopeless. It's been a rough ride, and if we're being real, a lot of the blame is falling on head coach Mike McCarthy. McCarthy came in with big promises, but let's face it, the results just aren't there. This season has shown us that his leadership isn't working. We're seeing the same mistakes week after week. The offense is inconsistent, and it's tough to watch a team with so much talent fail to capitalize on its potential. No one's been safe from criticism, and when you're the head coach, you're the first to get called out. Now, you and I both know it's not just about the wins and losses. It's about the way the team performs, the lack of adjustments in crucial moments, and most importantly, the missed opportunities that could have put us back in playoff contention. The fans, we're losing patience. This season feels like deja vu all over again, another year of failed expectations and frustration. So let me ask you, do you think McCarthy can turn this thing around, or is it time for a change? We're not the only ones thinking it. The pressure's building, and it's hard not to wonder, will Jerry Jones finally make the tough call? But before we dive deeper into that, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Your subscription is key to helping us grow. We're aiming for 12,000 subscribers, and we can't do it without you. Let's keep the conversation going and make sure you don't miss out on any updates. We've got plenty more to talk about. What do you think, though? Is it the end of the line for McCarthy? Drop a comment and let me know your thoughts.
All right, Cowboys fan, let's get into it. We can't just blame injuries for everything, can we? Sure, we've had setbacks, Dak's injury, issues on both offense and defense, but these problems go deeper than that. Even with some of our top guys like Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb, we're seeing a team that just doesn't seem to click, and it all circles back to the leadership on the sidelines. Think about it. This season has been riddled with inconsistency. One game, our offense is firing. The next, we're barely putting points on the board. And while Cooper Rush is stepping in, it feels like we're just going through the motions, with no strong game plan or vision guiding us. When we're talking about a franchise as iconic as the Cowboys, that kind of leadership isn't going to cut it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is McCarthy really the right guy for the job? His conservative approach, his lack of adjustments, where's the fire? Where's that energy that we need to see on the sidelines to keep the team fighting? Right now, there's a clear lack of confidence in his leadership, and as fans, it's frustrating to watch, week after week. It makes us question if he's really giving us the best shot at turning this around. So here's a question for you. If it came down to it, would you say McCarthy deserves another shot, or is it time for Jerry Jones to start looking elsewhere? You know where I'm leaning, but I want to hear from you. Hit the comments and let's get a real conversation going about this. And hey, while you're here, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Your support means everything as we work toward our goal of 12,000 subscribers. Stick around, because next up, we're going to talk about a name that's been swirling around as a possible game changer for us, a name you might recognize with a bit of that Cowboy swagger. What's your take? Should McCarthy stay or go? Let's see where the fans stand. Vote down below, and we'll dive into our next chapter. All right, Cowboys fan, it's time to talk about what might just be the shakeup we need. Picture this, Deion Sanders, primetime himself, leading the Cowboys. Now, I know it sounds like a wild idea, but with the way this season has been going, maybe it's exactly the kind of bold move we need to bring the spark back to this team. Deion Sanders isn't just any name. He's a legend in football, and he's been making waves as a head coach over at Colorado. If you've seen what he's done with that team, you know he brings a completely different kind of energy, one that could be a perfect match for us. He's fearless, he's driven, and he knows exactly how to bring out the best in his players. With Sanders at the helm, you know he'd bring some serious swagger to Dallas, the kind we haven't seen in years. Imagine what it would mean to have someone like Sanders on the sidelines, pushing our guys to play their hearts out every single week. It's not just about strategy with him, it's about creating a culture of confidence and determination. With McCarthy, we get cautious calls and conservative plays. But with Sanders, we get fire, passion, and that aggressive play style we've been craving. The Cowboys would be feared again, and honestly, isn't that what we all want? Now, we don't know for sure if Jerry Jones is seriously considering Sanders. But in a season like this, with so much on the line, it's hard not to think he's at least on the radar. After all, Jones loves making bold moves, and bringing in Deion Sanders would certainly send shockwaves through the league. It could be the fresh start we need. So, let's put it out there. Would you want to see Primetime leading our Cowboys? Do you think he has what it takes to bring us back to our glory days? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get a vote going. Would you welcome Sanders as head coach, or do you think it's too much of a risk? And remember, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. We're building something special here, just like we're hoping to see on the field. Stick with us, we've still got a lot to discuss about what Sanders could bring to our beloved Cowboys. Alright, Cowboys fan, let's dig into what Primetime would actually bring to the table if he stepped into the role. Deion Sanders isn't just a big name, he's a coach with a proven record of transforming teams. Look at what he's done in Colorado. He took a struggling program and, in no time, turned them into a force to be reckoned with. The guy knows how to bring intensity, and more than that, he knows how to inspire players to reach their absolute best. Imagine Sanders on our sidelines, bringing that same drive and determination to Dallas. We're talking about a guy who played with heart, who wasn't afraid to go all out in every game. That's the kind of mentality he'd bring to our team. Right now, we need a leader who will push these players not just to win, but to believe they can be the best. Sanders has that no excuses attitude, and you know he'd demand excellence from every player on that field. And it's not just his coaching style, it's the culture he'd bring. Sanders is all about creating a winning mindset, where every player, from the stars to the backups, feels like they have a role in the team's success. That kind of leadership could be the missing ingredient, the thing that takes the Cowboys from a team that's good on paper to a team that's genuinely feared by its opponents. So, what do you think? Do you believe Sanders could bring back that fierce identity we've been missing? And more than that, would he be the one to finally take us back to the Super Bowl? Drop a comment and let us know if you're on board with Primetime bringing his legendary style to Dallas. And hey, before we move on, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that notification bell too. We're here to keep you in the loop on every big Cowboys move, and trust me, you won't want to miss any updates. We're almost at 12,000 subscribers, and your support means the world. Join the ride. Alright, Cowboys fan, here we are at a crossroads. We've broken down the struggles with McCarthy, the spark Sanders could bring, and the possibilities for a team revival. Now, it's time to face the big question, will Jerry Jones actually make the move? After this season of ups and downs, the pressure on Jones to shake things up is higher than ever. Cowboys Nation is restless, and after years of missed Super Bowl opportunities, fans want answers. Bringing in Sanders would be a bold choice, no doubt, but it's exactly the kind of move that could finally wake up this franchise. It's about giving us a coach who isn't afraid to think big and push our team to new heights. So, what do you think? Is Jerry going to pull the trigger, or are we sticking with McCarthy and hoping for a miracle turnaround? Comment below with your predictions. We want to know where Cowboys Nation stands on this one. And don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. We're nearly at our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and with your support, we can keep bringing you the inside scoop on every Cowboys decision. Stick with us, we're in this together.